Everybody, it's Victor. It's time to Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weekends are going off to a great start. Waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. And of course, we had an absolutely monster week, well, except for yesterday, a monster week of runs here on the channel. And thank you all very much for supporting all the videos that absolutely popped off this week. Here's your meme of the day. Brought to you by Illumite04. Title of the thread was, Whenever Sin Says Something in Spanish. Alex in the Spanish mosh pit. Sí, amigo. Yeah. I imagine that's the face that everyone in the Spanish mosh pit makes when I speak my absolutely perfect, I mean, like crystal clear Espanol. Thank you very much, Illuminite04, and everyone who upvoted that one. Sí. Foxtrot Tango, Foxtrot Victor, Hotel Mike, Quebec Juliet. Well, we've got flat top haircut. The Eternal D Sizzle, 3 HP, but they're all soul hearts. Horrible shot speed again, man. And terrible tears rate as well. This is not great. But we've been seeing that lately, especially yesterday with the crawl episode, and you know, hopefully it's not a repeat of yesterday, but again, I recognize that people do like those videos. I mean, again, bringing up that old subject, like it is nice on occasion to have those kind of like, because I know that people enjoy them, but man, oh man, is it taxing on the brain. Decided to use the dad's key there to get access to the secret room. I thought that honestly it would be north of the item room, not south. So there we go. Also starting with deep pockets, which is going to allow us to break the 100, or I guess I should say the dollar cap that you have for money. The Eternal D Sizzle is going to give us it's either going to give us a reroll whenever we first use or it's either going to give us a reroll or consume the item pedestal on a 50-50 ratio. So we should feel lucky that we haven't actually lost an item pedestal yet. It did facilitate us going into the secret room, thanks to us getting dad's key out of it. And there goes our full charge. So we don't know how, thanks to the Isaac Fly effect, we don't know exactly how that's going to pan out for us in the long run, getting that nickel in there. But we did get a couple bombs, so you know I'm down with it. Let the mulligans kind of do their thing, just eat themselves into the fire. I don't think that would have taken off back in the 80s if Metallica had written it "Yeet into the fire." Eat in the fire. Yeah, that would not have worked. I think you got to have the jump in the fire part to really kind of take off there. I'm going to go back to the item room here after we're done clearing these fires, and hopefully that we get maybe 2 more cents to get a premium item in the store. That would be nice. That would be bueno. Really surprised the secret room was going to be south of there. That is not something I was expecting. We get yet another spacebar item. So we went from BBF, which is not a spacebar item, to something that was a spacebar item, to Hourglass, to now Guillotine. Or not Guillotine, what do you call it? Decap. Be great if this was going to be a 2 of diamonds, and it's a Queen of Hearts, which does not help us at all. Sharp Plug, I mean, Sharp Plug could do some fun stuff. You know, Wooden Nickel is probably where we'll go, but honestly, the Eternal D6 has been doing a pretty good job at keeping this item pedestal in our item room, even though we're not getting anything out of it. You know, maybe we're just rolling through all the crap spacebar items. I'm trying to think of what that other spacebar item was that we rolled over that I was like, eh. The Queen of Hearts might be good for us if we end up getting multiple HP upgrades, so we can play the Sacrifice Room, do the Sac Room Shuffle, or if we end up finding D-Bizzle, that'd be nice too. We also saw that legendarily amazing Queen of Hearts play that we had with D-Bizzle. Well, I mean, okay. It was a great Queen of Hearts. The D-Bizzle payout for that last Queen of Hearts that we used had little to be desired there. Use a bomb to take a big chunk out of Dingle here just to speed things up. Not really in any danger of dying here. Love an all stats upgrade, or we love the tears upgrade, especially tears, actually. And we get a damage upgrade, which is, I mean, it's acceptable. I'm not going to poo-poo a damage upgrade. I would love to get some tears eventually, but maybe the pentagram is probably better for us in the long run. Wow. 4 spacebar items in a row is unbelievable. We can go back if I really, really wanted to get the wooden nickel, but honestly, like, hey, look, I think that the Eternal D6 is doing a great job. Thought maybe the secret rooms were there. They could have been, but they're not. Curse of Darkness. We go on to last week's question of the episode. The soy milk is still the goat milk episode, and that episode did numbers. I mean, it's amazing how insanely different the engagement and the views are on soy milk episodes, more so than brimstone episodes. I would even say I don't think that's outlandish. So thank you everyone who blew up that video. Brimmy? Yeah, we'll take a little Brimmy. It's fine. But because it was so popular, the downside of that is that everyone was loving the thumbnail, which, by the way, I want to reemphasize was not done by Alex. It was done by the artist who made the alt art, lamb art for the Binding of Isaac Requiem, Four Souls Requiem, which is the board game. And I made sure that I put that. I had to clarify in the comment section because I know that not everybody, in fact, nobody, usually reads the description of YouTube videos. And hey, that's no problem at all. I just wanted to clarify on that. So, but either way, there was not really a whole lot of questions that got any upvotes. It was just a lot of really fun praise for taking soy milk and loving the thumbnail and that sort of thing. But we did have a question of the episode eventually if you scrolled down far enough. This one was submitted by Legend of the Pharaoh, who said, quote of the episode, or question of the episode, with the amount of times we have heard, hey, nice compass, treasure map, nerd, do you think it would be too OP for the treasure map, blue map, compass, spelunker helm, and any other mapping items, or some combination of them to grant immunity to Curse of the Lost, maybe even Curse of the Maze? Honest answer, yes. I think that's leaning too much in favor of the players. Now, you all know that I'm pro player, so hey, I'm all about giving us advantages, but me knowing what I do about the Isaac Balance team and how they kind of just do things, I know for a fact that they would not let that slide. That would be considered way too broken. Now, would I want something like that? Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, how many times has the game just straight up canceled out an amazing mapping upgrade just arbitrarily on the next floor? I mean, we see it happen all the time. Like the game thinks it's Balatro or something up in here. Thank you. I'm saving the Eternal D Sizzle here for the Devil Deal. Yeah, as much as I would love to say, like, oh, if you get like a combination of Spelunker Helm and the Compass or any one of those mapping items, you get two of the 6 or so mapping items that we have in the game. You know, you gain immunity to Curse of the Lost. Let's say even Curse of the Lost. That would be way too beneficial, I think. I mean, Sanguine Bond is here. We can't really play it, but we can take it. We'll take Sanguine Bond for now, but man, we need to get some tiers upgrades here in HP. I will say I was half expecting to get Curse the XL at this point. Is my pessimistic side coming out here, because you never should really give the game the benefit of the doubt. It's going to do the best thing in your favor. In fact, you're a fool if you think that that is a possibility of the game actually deciding that, hey, you know what? They've had a bad day today. Let's go ahead and go easy on them. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm going to bomb the donation machine here and the keeper. I do want 5 bombs, but we're going to have to wait on that. Oh, guess we can do this here. This is going to basically pay for 5 more bombs because we can pick up the remote detonator. I'm still going to stick with the Eternal D6. Until I jinx it enough to the point where it stops paying out for us. The Eternal D-Sizzle is doing a fantastic job at preserving our item pedestals. Normally, it would have consumed at least by one by now, but that has not been the case. So even though we couldn't use Sanguine Bond immediately, I still think that it's worth the risk. Sanguine Bond is very quickly becoming a very good future-proof item. What I mean by that is that it's much akin to something like, say, Hive Mind or Money Equals Power. It's always going to be good on a run, right? Like, there's basically no downside. You get to take excess HP that you weren't going to use anyway, assuming that you're probably like pretty far ahead of the game in terms of power curve, and you utilize that to make it even more of a greater difference in between the game's advantages versus yours, and that's cool. I think it is an S tier item all the way, which is, you know, a far cry from where it was like a couple months ago. Speaking of mapping, absolutely take the blue map, as that is going to give us a little bit of mapping. But don't worry, I know. The Eternal D6 is yet to actually consume any of our item pedestals. It's actually kind of crazy. I'll take a risk here and go for the golden chest. That was going to be the case. Use little Brimmy's range here. Very happy we got some Roid Rage. However, it's still not going to help us out too much. Our movement speed's still kind of doo-doo. Oh, yeah, we need a key. Oh. Okay. We need a key, like a regular key game. Like, I see what you did, and congrats. I'm happy for you. Go into the curse room here. Good amount of money there from that skill chest. We get Guppy's head. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely going to use the Eternal D-Sizzle one here. Again, we may not be getting the items that we want, but we are still retaining those item pedestals. It's actually a little bit scary now, considering that how many runs that we've had here with the Eternal D6, and it still has not failed the 50-50. So you know it's going to fail on something important. That's all I'm going to say. But obviously we want to use the next full charge we get in the curse room. Oh man, pay to win is going to be huge with our economy. And I'm tired of looking for a key, so I'm going to go back to the shop real quick and go buy one. Is what I would say if there was a key in here, but yeah. I definitely want jumper cables as well. Jumper cable is very, very strong. It allows us to basically be a little bit more energy efficient, but we also get to kill enemies and get energy on our active items. So let's go over to the shop, or let's go over to the item room real quickly just to see what we have going on over here. Yep. That's certainly an item that exists in the Binding of Isaac. Okay. Let's roll Guppy's... Well, it was Guppy's head, now Curse the Tower, and there we go. All right. All right. Coming back down to Earth. We missed you, baby. Now, let's really, truly see how bad our luck is whenever we roll this next one. That was the 50-50 item pedestal consume rate, and... Yeah, I mean, it was inevitable, right? Like, we knew that luck was not going to last at all. Be thankful that we even got that many item pedestals. Could drop a bomb there on that Rotten Beggar. In fact, we probably should, because that would raise our Devil Deal chance pretty high. But the thing is that we don't really have a lot of HP to be spending on a Devil Deal item. So unless if we get a Red Heart HP upgrade, which I'm not expecting one to get right now, yeah. Yeah, and even then, we still need some red hearts for the Sanguine Bond plays, if there are any out there. Use a Magician card here just to help us out a little bit. There we go. I mean, it's a tiers upgrade. Thank you, game. Tiers upgrade. Let's go back since we don't have enough money to get everything in the shop that we want. Fortunately. But we're still rolling through 2 item pedestals. No, actually, we're not. I take that back. I guess we're gonna roll through the item room. Like, we could play the sacrifice room, but it's not going to really... It's not going to help us out that much because we can only tap it 4 times and we have to stop. And then we leave ourselves on 1/2 HP, which is not where I want to be. We get Rotten Tomato, which is a very good tier effect. Helps us keep the aggro away from us and end up painting an enemy that's going to attract all the fire and aggravation from every single mob in the room. We're going to have to leave behind jumper cables, which feels like a little bit of a tragedy, but we are coming away here with pay to win, which is going to give us a guaranteed reroll room in the next item room, and all item rooms could be very good. Of course, Chaos leading us to that crawl episode was an absolute nightmare and a half. And you know, it's no coincidence that we happen to have like already kind of better stats than everything else that we had on that run. Though ironically, I think that our tiers rate is still kind of not great. We're working on it though. So notice how the Globins have stopped here is because they aggravated onto that red worm, but they didn't have any path to it, so they're a little bit confused. Okay. Perfect timing for a spider to show up. Okay. Your might be here. We have a bomb, so. So the eye drops are a tiers upgrade, but you might be wondering, well, hey, how come you're poo-pooing it so much? Well, the thing about eye drops is that it makes your tiers come out at an irregular rate. There are times whenever you're shooting like a double shot or something like that. And yes, your tiers still fire at a normal rate, but they just occasionally fire at like an irregular rate. Like you fire an extra tier every now and then. And I would much rather have a stronger tiers upgrade that just gave me a tiers upgrade instead of trying to get all fancy with it like eye drops does. I don't know what kind of shortcut we just made here, but I have a feeling it's a pretty significant one. I mean, we need to. It's a movement speed upgrade, something we desperately need other than tiers and HP. So that red aura that you see, or that red paint that you see us hit stuff with every now and then, anything that gets painted like that, doesn't matter if it's a boss, doesn't matter if it's a mini boss or whatever, is going to be aggroed automatically by everything in the room. It's a very easy way to kill stuff that like charges and that sort of thing. Any ads that a boss will spawn will automatically go back on them. So notice how the hearts are going after Carrion Queen there, and then firing on her as well. That's the result of us painting Carrion Queen with the apple. So it's helping us deal a little bit of damage. Get a bone heart. Hey, you know what? That with a very good roll on the Queen of Hearts could be our ticket into a very solid Sanguine Bond play. That random bone heart is pretty significant here. Now we got to get A, the devil deal, and B, a good amount of hearts to pay out with. This fan is obsessed bad. And I will take Mom's Key. Good future upgrades there, hopefully. Doing 2 bombs here for 1 steel chest is not necessarily great, but because we have Mom's Key, as you see right there, we're able to make up a lot of difference and continue to roll here in this item room. That is astoundingly, shockingly bad. How many of these re-rolls have been just not great so far? If we combine the value of all the re-rolls in this run so far with like the Eternal D6 stuff, all the the active items that we've seen, it's rough. It's rough going out here, Sarge. Key upgrade, whatever. I mean, we need it, but you know. Okay, now is the time, Sanguine Bond and Queen of Hearts. Now is the time. Good payout. All right, we're starting at 7.19 damage. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 damage upgrades, but we got bounced into Pact, which ends our streak of playing the Sanguine Bond. I'm just mad now. I mean, you knew it was gonna happen. Like, it was just inevitable. But we got the pack, so it's a Tears upgrade. Tears in damage, but man, what a blunder. Okay, more money for the reroll here. Whoa. Let's not get hit by a champion bomb fly. We found our item room. Shadow Mushroom. It gives us an HP upgrade, but a movement speed down, which I really don't want to do. I'm going to get greedy here. Roll Shadow Mushroom. I will take Sack Dagger, actually. They might be wondering how come I'm not using the Eternal D6 in that room. Essentially, it's because I don't want to lose the item pedestal at this point. If you lose the item pedestal to the Eternal D6, then you basically don't have anything else to re-roll, and everything else just turns... It's just sad. The dice room here, which is kind of interesting. Now, would I re-roll this run? I might. Okay. Yeah, we only keep. So the 4 room is going to re-roll everything that isn't a devil deal. Right now we need some... I can't even explain what happened there. Right now we need to get inside of the shop. Okay, so this could be pretty nice here with these stone chests and Mom's Key. Could just push him to the barrels, but kind of on tilt right now, if you couldn't tell. Lots of stupid damage happening in this level. Well, really, honestly, it's due to the awful Sanguine Bond incident. We can take Birthright, and if we don't like what we see, we can just undo. We can just undo it. Yeah, that's not great. Or maybe not. Guess we'll take knockout drops. I really should have just gone to the item. I should have gone to the 4 room, really. I mean, knockout drops are fine. It's just, it's not really what we're looking for, though. I was trying to go in there with Sack Dagger knockout drops. You gotta be careful with knockout drops and charging enemies. In this case, rolling enemies. You get marbles, which I'm gonna leave out because I really don't want marbles. And there was a Krampus fight. Terrorball. Okay, it's our second guppy item. And I would really like some kind of... We do need shot speed, actually. I'll take the shot speed. 2 of diamonds. Okay. The 2 of diamonds is going to give us at least a little bit of hope that we can get a good economy going. I should have touched that wooden cross a lot sooner. And since we've already lost our devil deal here, I'm just going to go back and see if we can get some more money. Not devil deal, sorry. We've already used our devil deal. We have lots of rolls here on the Eternal D-Sizzle. Great job there by knockout drops to stop that flying anus monster from firing out. And I think it is in our best interest to actually go in this curse room here, especially with us having a reroll, being 2 or 3 or guppy. Gonna be a little bit of a bold play because I don't know how much HP we have. I don't want shade, that's for sure. And Tarot Cloth. I mean, I'm not coming back in here, so it's fine. So unfortunately, Tarot Cloth does not work with the 2 of diamonds. It used to anymore. Okay, so we know that we can get the glowing hourglass if we really wanted it. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I kind of want the money for the reroll in the next item room, thanks to pay to play. Or pay to win. That rolled into, well... That rolled into the trinket smelter. Let's see what our boss item rolled into. Yeah. So absolutely worth it there on that 4 room. Now we just want to see if we can get another free item out of the shop. Go all the way back here and get this full charge, but... And this run's starting to feel a little crawly, I'm not gonna lie. We have been doing a lot of back and forth, though, and a lot of stupid things in this episode. No. Absolutely not. But again, I gotta say, credit where credit's due. Shout out to the Eternal D6. Taking a slight believer out of me that is not total garbage. If the game's feeling nice and you get lucky with these rolls, like it's a really easy way to curve out of control here. Yeah, look at that. The stopwatch. Hey, man. Things are looking up. So only 2 HP. We got to be pretty careful here, but us getting a Tears rate upgrade and all this movement speed plus the stopwatch slowing everything down, we should be okay. I wish we'd stop getting this room. Probably not a big nothing burger up here. The reason why the Vistas fired that way was because we had painted that one target that we killed, but they had already started. They already started targeting and applying their brimstone shot to it. So. And play some little chests there. Another nickel. A little dicey in there. Thankfully, we had all those projectiles slowed, courtesy of stopwatch, because we absolutely would have been rung up there. Now, as much as I want to go into the cursed room, we can't really do so safely at this present moment in time. Like, we can get in there and get out, but we're only going to have 1 HP, and that's not enough. That's not enough for me to be convinced that we're going to be safe, because I don't trust this run. And really, I just want to find the item room. Wow. Curved horn. There's a big old damage upgrade. The little chest. Oh, little chest doing a great job. I'm not sure what animal we're looking at right now. Right now, it kind of looks like a paintball gun. Okay, now I don't know what it looks like. Well, we're still evaluating. There's the bomb rocks here. I'm surprised that one didn't go off. See that thanks to Mom's Key. You don't know what Mom's Key does. It will make all chests yield more items, including pickups and money and that sort of things. Very good. I like Whipworm, but not here. Now remember, Sinvicta, make sure you use that 2 of diamonds. Okay. All right, 2 of diamonds. We're going to start doing this. If you get used, it's your own fault. Okay, so before we use the 2 of diamonds, go check the shop, and we get our, as expected, greed fight. We use the 2 of diamonds. Mwah. We have 54 cents to make something happen here in the item room. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be the best item that we're going to see, so. Definitely need an HP upgrade here. We need to be able to get that, the last guppy item, assuming that we do get one in a double deal. We'll get the compass, speaking of mapping. We can get this Fool card and probably get into and out of the boss trap room. Now, the thing is, we have to go down to 1 HP to do so, which means that we're going to go in the curse room at this point. Ooh. I wouldn't mind getting a shop in Womb and Corpse. Well, we're not going to Corpse, but... this amount of money, it's tempting, especially with Mom's Key. We're always going to have some sort of economy. I think I'm going to take... This might be a huge throw. I think I'm going to take the silver dollar. Given the amount of economy that we have, I think that making a play for late game shops is the right idea here. This is assuming that we don't get screwed by another greed fight, which you already know we're going to happen. You know it's coming. Can't curse the blind. So we're basically only using the shop here at this point for soul hearts, essentially. I know I have a full card and I want to get out, but first I want to try to get this. Oh, that was a mimic chest? Okay, apparently that was a mimic chest. I did not know that.
The fool.
So yeah, we need to maintain a good amount of HP here because you know that the game's going to give us Devil Deal and you know it's going to be Guppy, which means that we have to be prepared to get all the Devil Deal items, which also means that we need to make sure that we have at least 6 HP. This is a good. The Mega Globin is the good one to paint there for the Globins. If there's any other Globins in the room at the time, I mean. It's unfortunate that we're not going to get another item room because pay to win is still very, very strong. Ooh. Okay, so Soul of the Lost we can use to take a Devil Deal item. But we need to make sure we take the other one first, which means that we need a minimum 3 HP plus 1. Get more money here. We're still leaving with the silver dollar, man. There's no 10-cent shop item that I would want. That kid's not bad, but we just want soul hearts here, game. Nothing fancy here, just soul hearts. EFF's gonna help out our damage with Little Brimmy and Sack Dagger. Strength card does not help us, although it does give us 2 HP instead of 1. Thanks to Tarot Cloth. So, given the value of the 2 strength card right now, we might be able to get everything that we want, assuming that we get a Devil Deal. If we don't get a Devil Deal, then we just save the strength card for security. The Gauss would be amazing here. Legolas. Looking for a soul heart here, game. Getting a lot of money here for the next store. It's amazing that this run is moving so slow given the amount of items that we've gotten. We've gotten a lot of items, just not a lot of stat items. Wow. Thought that for sure was going to kill it. Yeah, we got plenty of keys. We're gonna get more keys and more money here. Okay, so the plan here is that if the strength card is not going to be used, then we'll save it for security. If it is going to be used, then we need to make sure we're taking a 2-heart Devil Deal. Because there's no more... Actually, that's not true. There still could be Guppy's Paw. There's a Devil Deal. Range upgrade's not going to do anything for us. Okay, so we're going to use the strength card here. This is such a hard choice, man. Duality. Mom's knife. Yeah. Not the greatest. That is Curse of the Blind. Okay, so now we basically need to get a some kind of soul heart here. Murder's not going to help us. We are in back-to-back struggle bus territory here. We get Mom's Knife, which I do like Mom's Knife. It's just the problem is that it puts us in a weird spot. Because with low HP, we need to get close to our enemies in order to actually deal damage with them with Mom's Knife. Or we have to charge it up and then shoot out a very inaccurate shot. Try a Bomb Beggar tap here. Now and here's another. Not even gonna mess with it, even though we have the stopwatch. Not even gonna mess with it. So the thing that's bad about this, other than our not great HP, is the fact that we have a shop here without seeing a mini boss, which means that we probably spawned a greed fight. I don't know where that other Diglett is, so I can't move too fast. You don't know how much they love to spawn right in front of you. Check out the dice room here. Gonna be a reroll, so that might be what we need. If anything, just to give us possibly Guppy. Lover's card doesn't help us here. Couple soul hearts, just make it happen, game. It is, quite simply put, unbelievable. Back-to-back one-item shops. It's hard for me to re-roll. It really is hard for me to re-roll with this HP right now. Because we're not guaranteed to get any HP back from a reroll. This half soul heart may have saved us. Get Flip here, which, I mean, Flip could give us Guppy if we get a devil deal. That's assuming that we don't die first. Everyone thinking that TM Trainer is going to be the one that kills us, but I don't know, man. This run has never felt like we're safe, you know? Now, did I have to take those blind items? No. No, I didn't, but I was looking for Guppy. Very slowly and gingerly making our way through these rooms here. Normally, I would say the super secret room's right there, but we know it's not thanks to the blue map. I hate this room so much. Big soul heart there, okay. Not gonna bother trying to get cute with Sack Dagger. We have to go for it. We have to. That's what happens when you go for it. So there's no other space bar, or there's no other item pedestals in here that we can take, flip, that we haven't already seen. So I think we just re-roll flip and just see what we get. Now, again, we still have the option. We have the option to re-roll Isaac. We have not taken a secret room item, so it's still on the table. But with this, we have mapping, we have Mom's Knife. You know, as long as we don't play stupid, we should be okay. And given the fact of what happened to us the last time that we re-rolled when we really didn't have to, I'm not so keen on doing so at this point. Because if we really wanted to YOLO, we could go into the curse room. Okay, glitter bombs is not what we want. There's that. Spin Dizzle. Ooh, man. Now, what does not caffeine pill, but what does... what was inside of our boss trap room? Doesn't matter. The spin down die is interesting here. Check the shop real quick here. That turns into the prayer card, which then turns into Guppy's head. That's Guppy, but the problem is that we don't have enough for a full charge. Is there any conceivable way that we can get a full charge on this floor? We would have to exactly get a full charge out of a sackhead. A sackhead sack. Or find a crawl space that has a full charge. No, killing those spiders would not have mattered. Because we can get two charges off the boss trap room. So we really only need one more mini charge to do it. There's no charge beggar on the floor. There's no other sources of combat either, except in the boss trap room. Maybe one in the curse room, but even then, we still are gonna come up short unless there's a full charge in there, which you pretty much never find full charges inside of curse room, like ever. That could also be a 48-hour energy pill, which would be absolutely wild. All I'm doing here is just checking for crawl spaces. We have unlimited bombs, so this is no hair off our back. I don't think the bomb beggar can give out charges. A 3 Skull Monty can pay out, and he can pay out with sacks if you get the coins. An Eternal Heart and a Soul Heart. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. Now we can go in the curse room. Not really fear of dying. Now we can't. We can also just get a guppy item here. Let's play the 3 Skull Monty down to completion here and see what we get. Scatole would give us another spin down die. Sack, and there's the full charge, baby! Big time plays. Three Skull Monty making it happen. Oh, mama. Right. That's right. It's Invicta Smart. Invicta Smart. Now, I'm curious to see whether or not we would have gotten a Guppy item off of this Demon Judgment. I can hear the crowd going crazy right now. I'd love to get another full charge to be able to get Old Bandage. That would be nice. Last play here, and a huge time play there from Three Skull Monty. You love to see it. Ace of Hearts. Okay. We could use that for an execute in some room. I think it's kind of lame that takes away from your soul heart. Got D Bizzle. D Bizzle, you're not what we want there, son. I'm gonna hold on to the Ace of Hearts. Let's go see. I've already forgotten what was inside of our boss trap room. Oh yeah. Ooh, man, Revelation would be amazing, but I don't want to die. Sorry, D Bizzle. We got other hearts planned. Don't worry, buddy. I wouldn't mind Revelation, but we can also get a fire rate upgrade here. And Revelation would be so good, but there is no conceivable way for us to get another full charge, especially now that Three Skull Monty's gone. Well, technically he's not gone. Okay. Take sad bombs. We'll call it a day there. That was a pretty incredible turn of events. Now, if I really wanted to engage farm, I would just go back and re-roll now. I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that to you. We earned this Guppy. We sweated out blood, sweat, and tears, and even some more sweat. It was a tough road, but we got there eventually. Yeah, give me perfection one. Okay. We can breathe easy. We also have spin down die, which is going to be great for us. Probably should have looked at what that turned into, but here we are. The spin down die, if you don't know what it does, it will give you, wow, look how much HP we have now. It will give you a roll on item pedestals, and it will basically take them down by one item ID. Now, without external information mod, I guess you're just supposed to just know what all the item IDs are in the game. But obviously, if you have external information mod, then it doesn't matter because, like, it just shows you what things turn into. Excuse me.
The world.
We're getting all this money. We're getting all this HP. Game has finally had enough. Here, D Bizzle, have fun. Absolutely insane turnaround. All right, let's see the haul, D Bizzle. Lay it on us. We can speed things up for you. All right. Thank you. Thank you, D Bizzle. Okay, let's try that again, son. Even though we're at full HP, try that one more time. Ooh, we got a Yarrow rune from D Bizzle. Okay. The Yarrow rune's gonna be nice in the shop. Or not in the shop, the chest. Because it's gonna give us double the chest at the very start. No. Don't ever take my Yarrow rune away. For a pill. But who knows what that's gonna turn into. Good combined damage there with BFF Sack Dagger and Mom's Knife. Huge time damage. All right, spin Dizzle. Let's see it happen. The Air Rune. Magic Mush. Holy Mantle. Okay, so we definitely want we want Magic Mush. Oh shizzle. Isaac's Heart. No. One of these turns into Holy Mantle. I don't know which one, but we're gonna make it happen. We'll get Magic Mush though, of course. Gonna give us a huge HP upgrade, huge damage upgrade. Wish we could have gotten all these upgrades earlier on. But c'est la vie. Where's the French mosh pit out there? Talking about the Spanish mosh pit, but where's the French mosh pit? Le mosh pit. Charge Penny we could probably take. Might as well. I mean, we don't need anything at this point. You know, Charge Key. We are absolutely sorted. Talk about hitting the gas. Holy Mantadu. Take Luckfoot. Why not? So at the end of the day, it was a struggle bus run of somewhat proportions. I wouldn't say epic. We definitely made things harder on ourselves by misplaying with Sanguine Bond, although I will maintain that was not my fault. Bad damage here and there, but you know what? We pulled out a victory, and for one final sign of disrespect, let's just go see what we would have D100'd into if we used that 6 room. Now, it's going to be slightly inaccurate because we're using the D1 Hizzle, but, you know, it's all right. Leviathan. Oh, brother. Yeah. That is Epic Fetus, Brimstone, Tiny Planet. Okay. Yeah, that would have been... Wait. Oh, we have the backpack, too. Wait. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it. We somehow still have Mom's Knife. Don't ask me how. We also have Guppy, I think, or the Mulligan. It's one of those two. It looks like Guppy. Yep. I have no idea where our targeting reticule is. There it is. Brimstone doing a pretty good job here with Epic Fetus. Birdseye canceling out a lot of the fire there. We're not dealing a lot of damage, though, is the thing. Yeah, I would expect this to do a little bit more damage. Of course, our Guppy Flies also aren't hitting, but hey, look at that. Surprise Mega Stand kill at the end there. A little bonus for you. So thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a great start to your weekend. Excuse me. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. And yeah, it was definitely a run that started off crawly and ended up pretty epic thanks to the D100, but at the very, very end, of course. And you also got a bonus Mega Stand kill, so look at us. Look at us thriving. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like to thanks to pages of mine like Alyssa, Squeegee, and Duckland. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.